Welcome to Nobichun CTV today. We embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of the coconut crab, the largest terrestrial arthropod on Earth. Deep within the dense jungles of remote islands, hidden under fallen leaves and twisted roots, lurks a creature so bizarre, so powerful, that it feels like a legend come to life. But this is no myth. This is the coconut crab. Meet Burgess latro, the coconut crab, Earth's largest land-living arthropod. Towering over other terrestrial invertebrates, this armored titan can weigh up to 9 pounds and stretch its legs more than 3 feet across. That's larger than most house cats. But make no mistake, this is no ordinary crab. Imagine a creature so strong, it can crack open a coconut with its bare claws. A creature that climbs trees like a silent ninja and roams island forests under the cover of darkness. A creature descended from ocean-dwelling ancestors, but now reigns over land with unmatched dominance. The coconut crab is nature's power tool equipped with claws that generate a crushing force of over 3,000 newtons. That's nearly 10 times the grip strength of a human hand, enough to rival the bite force of large predators. But strength isn't its only weapon. The coconut crab is a master climber, capable of scaling palm trees in search of food or safety. With sharp, spiked legs and a low center of gravity, it moves with surprising speed and agility. Often called the robber crab, this elusive giant has a reputation for stealing shiny objects from campsites, cooking pots, utensils, even shoes. Its powerful sense of smell guides it across vast stretches of land, seeking out food with incredible precision. Early explorers were both fascinated and terrified by these creatures. Legends spread of crabs that could snap a man's finger or strip a carcass clean in minutes. While some tales were exaggerated, the truth is just as astonishing. In a world where most giants have faded into extinction, the coconut crab survives a living relic from another era, an armored behemoth lurking beneath the forest canopy. But how did this colossal crab conquer the land? And what secrets lie beneath its hardened shell? Far from the bustling cities and the noisy highways of modern civilization, scattered across the tropical belt of the Indo-Pacific, are secret islands quiet, untouched, and teeming with life. And here, in these forgotten corners of the world, the coconut crab rules supreme. The coconut crab makes its home where land meets the Sian coastal forests, mangroves, and scrublands. It prefers sandy soil and thick vegetation that offer shelter from predators, scorching sun, and sudden storms. From the shores of the Seychelles in the Indian Ocean to the coral atolls of the South Pacific, these mighty crustaceans roam across more than 1,000 islands. But you won't find them just anywhere. Surprisingly, these giants are extremely selective. They thrive in places where fresh water is scarce, humans are few, and natural predators are rare. The more remote the island, the better. By day, coconut crabs hide in burrows and crevices, emerging only after sunset to forage under the moonlit canopy. Their homes carefully carved into the earth are lined with fibers and leaves to retain precious moisture, essential for their survival on land. Though solitary by nature, in certain rare hotspots like Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean, coconut crabs gather in large numbers. Here, they are not just part of the ecosystem, they dominate it. These scattered island paradises are the last strongholds of the coconut crab, a world away from ours, where the land belongs not to man, but to the giant beneath the palms. What does it take to survive as the king of the island jungle? For the coconut crab, the answer lies in its astonishing set of evolutionary upgrades. First, those massive claws aren't just for show, they're tools of dominance with a crushing force stronger than most land animals. These pincers allow the crab to break open coconuts, shred prey, and defend its territory. Its sense of smell, extraordinary. While most land crabs rely on touch or taste, the coconut crab has evolved a heightened olfactory system similar to insects, letting it sniff out food from hundreds of meters away. And when danger comes close, it vanishes. Agile, armored, and built to climb, the coconut crab is a living tank adapted perfectly for life on land, as from its burrow ready to hunt, to scavenge, to conquer the darkness. Under the cover of night, the coconut crab becomes a tireless forager. Its menu, surprisingly diverse, from fallen fruits and nuts to rotting carrion and even live prey, nothing is off limits. Of course, its namesake meal is the coconut. Few creatures can break into one, but with unmatched force and strategy, the coconut crab pierces the tough shell layer by layering till it reaches the rich, white flesh inside. Yet this giant is no picky eater. It feasts on mangoes, breadfruit, even the occasional seabird hatchling. When food is scarce, they've been known to turn on each other, making them both predators and survivors. Using its keen sense of smell, it can detect a ripe fruit or a dead animal from far away. And once it finds food, it often drags it back to its lair, hidden away from rivals. In the stillness of night, the coconut crab reigns part scavenger, part hunter, always ready for the next meal. Though they rule the land today, coconut crabs are born of the sea, and once a year, under the cloak of night and the pull of the lunar tide, the cycle begins again. Each female can carry over 100,000 eggs beneath her abdomen, carefully guarded for weeks. Then, in perfect timing with the tide, she releases them into the ocean, sending her young into a world full of danger. The larvae float freely for 3 to 4 weeks, at the mercy of ocean currents. Most will not survive, but the few that do begin a miraculous transformation. After settling near land, the tiny survivors crawl ashore, seeking protection in empty snail shells, much like hermit crabs. These fragile youngsters must hide, grow, and adapt, until their bodies harden and outgrow the need for borrowed armor. As they grow, their bodies toughen, their claws strengthen, and their instincts sharpen. It can take up to 5 years before they reach full maturity, and nearly 40 before they reach their maximum size. From the open ocean to the forest floor, the journey of a coconut crab is a tale of survival, strength, and ancient rhythms and change for millions of years. Despite their resilience, coconut crab populations are facing significant threats. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has listed them as vulnerable. Due to declining numbers, habitat loss, overharvesting, and introduced predators have led to a decline of approximately 30% in some populations over the past 15 to 20 years. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure their survival. In many cultures, coconut crabs hold significant value. They are often featured in local folklore and are considered a delicacy in some regions. However, unsustainable harvesting practices have contributed to their population decline. Efforts are underway to protect coconut crab populations. Legal protections, habitat conservation, and community education are vital components of these initiatives. By supporting conservation programs and promoting sustainable practices, we can help ensure that future generations will continue to marvel at these incredible giants of the land. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world.